Hello everyone and welcome to the ASEAN Women's MSIG Serenity Cup 2025, the event of course that showcased the best in ASEAN women's football. Today is match day 2 coverage for Group B, and in just a few minutes it's going to be Timor-Leste up against the Asian Lionesses, Myanmar. My name is Natasha Alquiros and I'll be your commentator for this thrilling fixture here at the Viet Chi Stadium in the beautiful Phu Tho province, Vietnam. It's a lovely windy day and a cloudy day as well. Great conditions for today's matchup. Both teams look warmed up, locked in, and absolutely ready for this contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. Đề nghị quý vị đại biểu, quý vị khách quý cùng toàn thể khán giả đứng dậy làm lễ chào cờ. The national anthem of Timor-Leste. Quốc ca Timor-Leste. The national anthem of Myanmar. Quốc ca Myanmar.
Game day 1 is done and dusted for these two teams. It's time to prove their worth here at game day 2 for Group B. Myanmar coming off an impressive opening fixture against Australia, getting on that win 2-1. While for Timor-Leste, let's see how they can bounce back from not the ideal performance in their first day fixture against the Philippines, where they lost 7-0. Starting 11 for the side of Timor-Leste. Only one change for coach Simon Correa. Number 18, Astari, gets the start over Grace Sim. Goret still at goalkeep. The back three of Italia, Brigida, and Tasia. The 5 in the middle of Astari, Godeliva, Vanessa, Sonia, and Maria. And the 2 players are going to rely on up on top, Jessica and Dolores. The referees for today's matchup, Nguyen Man Hai from Vietnam is the main referee. Assistant referees Dong Jarid Nuanit from Thailand and Kang Hui Huang from Vietnam. The 4th official is Umikirat Songkran from Thailand. Match commissioner is Christina Ramos and the referee assessor Dan Tang Ha from Vietnam as well. Myanmar in the 4-3-3 formation. 2 changes to their lineup from opening day. Tun gets the start over Kin and Win Win gets the start over Y. Nguyen is on the goal. Backline consists of Nguyen, Hui, U, and I. Midfielders of Win Win, Piu Piu Win, and Kin Momo Tun. And players up on top, on the left, it's Shui Yu Tun. On the right, San Tao Tao. And their captain in the middle, Win Tengi Tun, to take the lead for the side of Myanmar. Tall order for the side of Coach Simon Correa of Timor-Leste, the Chilean coach leading the charge for Timor-Leste to bounce back. During their opening fixture, not ideal preparations, they had a lot of visa issues, but now let's see what they can do up against the coach of Myanmar, Tetsuro Uki, a very organized Myanmar side. Showed a standout performance against Australia. They didn't have as many chances as Australia, but Myanmar were clinical on the attack and they were solid on defense, getting them those early 3 points. Can Myanmar continue on their momentum? Or will Timor-Leste break the party and get themselves some 3 points? Kickoff on its way. Timor-Leste in the red, black kits playing from left to right, and Myanmar in their all white kits playing from right to left. This is Myanmar's 13th appearance in this competition. 12 for 12 times in the previous editions, they have advanced to the semis. They were champions in 2004 and 2007. Second place in 2011, 2012, and 2015. Third in 2016, 2019, and 2022. While Timor-Leste on the other side, very young footballing nation, still finding its roots, have only been part of 4 previous editions and have yet to get out of the group stage back in 2016, 2018, 2019, and in 2022. In 2022, these 2 teams met in the group stage as well, and Myanmar took the win there 7-0 against Timor-Leste. From that lineup, coming into this game, back in 2022, only 2 of the goal scorers are still in this lineup. Kin Marlartun and Nyat No Kin. Both at the bench today and could be game changers for the side. Tun with space on the left. A good touch from Maria. Giving Myanmar the first corner of this matchup. Win playing it short, 1-2, and gets it back. Cross inside. That was a shot from distance from Ai. But nothing really to challenge the goalkeeper, Goret. She had a busy day in their opener against the Philippines. Now that Timor-Leste has had time to regroup, let's see how they bounce back in their second game fixture. Pui to win. And two players, of course, that stood out in that first match of Myanmar, Piu Win, and as well as Meitet Monyint. San Tao Tao to lead the attack. Blocked again by Timor-Leste. Giving another corner for Myanmar. Piu win. They're opting to play it short again. Cross inside the box. The captain couldn't get a solid contact on it. But Win playing a crucial role in their first matchup. She had such a high rate intercepting passes, making those recovery runs, as well as her deliveries have been spot on. To try to give that ball behind that defensive line, but too close for comfort, and Goret able to pick that up. Both teams still trying to find their footing in this matchup. Again, this is game day 2 for Group B. Group B features 4 teams: Timor-Leste, Myanmar, Australia, and the Philippines. Later today, after this matchup, the Philippines will be taking on Australia. While in Group A for the Lac Chai Stadium in Haiphong, it features Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Indonesia. After 2 match days in Group A, both Vietnam and Thailand on top of the standings. While for Group B, Myanmar and Philippines both have 3 points each. So a win today for Myanmar could solidify their stake at the top of the standings and could bring them 1 step closer to another semi-finals appearance. Get a cross inside the box. A crucial touch from Goret. Tasia briggles her way out. One of the closest chances we've seen so far from Myanmar. But Goret, aware to that challenge, gets a crucial touch. There was a Myanmar player lurking right behind her. Timor-Leste, of course, starting this game better than they did in their first matchup. Philippines only took 1 minute and 30 seconds before they scored a goal against them. Through ball to Tun. Looking for a teammate. Too much power. Not enough on target. Great pass from Winteng Tun to set up Shui Yi Tun. The captain finding two players inside. Tun deciding to take that first time. That just sails way over. Golden opportunity missed, but they're on the pounce again. Goret Da Costa, goalkeeper for Timor-Leste. Volley that as quickly as possible to try to get to the opposite attacking end. Winteng Tun. That was a great ball down the right-hand side. Another touch from Maria. 2 times able to stop attacks from Myanmar. Well-timed, I might add. Shui Yi Tun. Change in personnel. Shui Yi Tun getting the start in this game as compared to last games. Yu Per Kin was playing on that left-hand side. Dolores. Mien gets to that. Swing it around onto that right side. Win again, that through ball down the middle. But Goret, timing is perfect and gets to it first. Myanmar slowly finding their chances up on top, finding the gaps in between. Players connecting a lot on that right-hand side. Winteng Tun still at the edge, just runs out of space. Winteng Tun, one of the goal scorers in their opening fixture against Australia. She scored that second goal for them. Her relentless effort on top, pressing the back line and the goalkeeper, rewarded her with the winning goal for the side of Myanmar. Build up again from behind for Myanmar. Just trying to pull out the Timor-Leste players. It's a great through ball to find Winteng Tun. She continues her run. Goes direct, the second ball. And the third fell in favor of Myanmar. Shui Yi Tun is having a hard time finding the back of the net. They have been golden opportunities for the side of Myanmar. But haven't been clinical. Goret tapping that ball away. Second ball fell perfectly for Myanmar. But they just couldn't get the header in frame. Minutes in, and it's been all Myanmar so far. Wave and wave of attack. But at the moment, no goal to show for. Mint. The Tun. Just losing possession there. Brigida, Jessica, to the run of Dolores. Too much power on that 1-2 from Sonia. And the throw-in's gonna fall for the side of Myanmar. And a Pew Pew win. And Maitet Nyon Nyint, 2 players that stepped up to the challenge in the first game. Nyint, even with 3 players around her, was able to give that pass on that left-hand side. Chance now for a quick counter, Dolores. She had a time, but U was there. Just tap that ball out of danger. This could be a little bit worrying for Myanmar, though they've had enjoyed a possession and the chances up on top. Football is a game of fine margins, and all it takes is one attempt or one chance for Timor-Leste to shake things up. 28 possession for Timor-Leste and 72 for Myanmar. 4 shots for Myanmar, none yet for Timor-Leste. Look at that speed from Winteng Itun, but Goret goes out for the clearance. Ball still in play. Shui Tun. Shui Tun with time and space, wiggling her way out, takes the shot directly in the hands of Goret. Safe hands from Goret. Myanmar playing just a little bit more slower. Controlling the tempo of this match. Passing the ball at the back. Looking for the spaces in between. Winteng Itun, captain. Miscommunication there. Again, quick with the recovery runs. Pew Pew win, always there to just win that Ball back for the side of Myanmar. From the right, Ai. San Tao Tao. Gonna keep that in play. And Timor-Leste showing more signs of life. Holding strong at the back. But high press from Myanmar. Not allowing Timor-Leste to enjoy much possession. This time a foul called in favor for Timor-Leste by Metet Monyint. She was a player of the match in the first game. The goal scorer as well for the opening goal. She played a big part in getting that win. Defensively doing her duties, but helping out on attack as well. Now for Timor-Leste, Tasia with the delivery. Win all the way back to Nguyen. Uncharacteristic from Myanmar. They haven't been as sharp. Taking a while for them to find their groove and momentum. Ai. And pressure from Timor-Leste paying off. Not allowing Myanmar as well to attack. Or to build up from the back. Great combination in the middle. Kinmomotun swings that all the way to the left-hand side. They cut it inside Tun, looking for a teammate. Still outside the box. Maria reads that and sends that one out of danger. Chui Yitun struggling a little bit for the side of Myanmar. Hasn't been on the same page with a couple of her teammates with those 1-2 passes. Win-win. Again, another miscommunication for Myanmar. 2 times in a row. Both players opting to leave the ball for each other. And the ball ending up just sailing away from either player. Bit sluggish from Myanmar. Timor-Leste could take advantage. Swarm of defense to the 2 attacking players of Timor-Leste. Back to Tun. Great pressure from Sonia. Gets a cross inside. Dolores setting up her teammate outside the box. But if there's one thing about Myanmar, they're very organized on the defense. Very disciplined to go back down in numbers. Looking for a quick counter. Timor-Leste able to string some passes together. Yan, low and hard to Myanmar. Win to Mint. And pressure being put on by Sonia. Kinmomo Tun to Tun. And finding Wingay Tun. Not being able to connect there. Pew Pew Win looking for the run of Shu Yi Tun. Headed out Pew Pui. Ball still in play. Great defensive work from Tasia Canizio. Able to deal with the attack coming in from Shui Yi Tun on that left-hand side. Just joining us 25 minutes in this matchup. This is the ASEAN Women's MSIG Serenity Cup 2025. Pass accuracy, 84% for Myanmar, 50% accuracy for Timor-Leste. Myanmar again enjoying much of the possession in this matchup. So far, possession not translating into goals. They've created early chances in the matchup. But haven't been able to convert. Allowing Timor-Leste to still creep in this game. Closer look at Winteng Itun, the captain for Myanmar. 84 appearances, 77 goals to her name so far. They'll be looking at her for inspiration. Mient to Tun. Win-win. Great swing to the opposite end of San Tao Tao. The crucial touch from Tasia. Dealt with well by Sonia to move the ball away from the attacking third. Almost all players now of Myanmar. On the other side. Able to build it up. Again, Sonia doing really well in the midfield, cutting out those passes. Winteng Itun. Win. Shot blocked by the defense. And a player down for Timor-Leste. Seems to be holding on her throat. Just got caught up with that aerial battle there. An arm shoved through the throat from Piu Pui to Jessica Suarez. Slow to get back up, but slowly getting up. Timor-Leste holding their own in this matchup against Myanmar. Myanmar and Timor-Leste both taking the chance to get a sip of water and get instructions from their coaches. It was very windy at the start of this matchup, but the sun now coming out. Making the conditions a little bit harder for both squads. All play a factor for the coach's tactical adjustments throughout this game. Cross in the box headed away by Brigida. But again, Myanmar find themselves in the attacking third. Win-win. Tun finding a teammate. Another chance hits the post. And Myanmar knocking at the doors again. Wave and wave of attack. This is how they scored their goal against Australia. They were slowly, eventually building up in this game. Win. But defensively on a point. Chance now for a quick counter. Dolores looking for a teammate. Wins a foul for Timor-Leste. Better chances on attack for Myanmar. A foul for Timor-Leste. And Dolores, captain, is still down, slow to get back up. One of their leaders on attack, such a speedy young player. Coach Simon Correa giving instructions to his midfielder, Sonia Amaral, who has been fantastic for Timor-Leste. She's been reading the plays of Myanmar really well, positioning herself really well, and intercepting those passes. Defensively, on point for Timor-Leste. Just working now on their transition from defense onto attack. And look at the game changers on the bench for the side of Timor-Leste. The likes of Julia, Marsha, Grace Sim, Noemia, Natalia. For Myanmar, time is ticking. Still no goals to show for despite the possession and the chances created. They've hit the woodwork, but have not found the back of the net. And match day 2 for Group B. Timor-Leste versus Myanmar. Myanmar with 3 points so far, as well as with the Philippines. And if they want to solidify their stake for a semifinals, this is a must-win match for them. Winteng Itun. Player from Sabah FC. She plays in the Malaysian League. A lot of experience on her. And to lead the charge will fall on her. Yu Win. Cross inside. Winteng Itun takes it first time. That sails way over. Myanmar really have that strength of getting those crosses inside. The deliveries of the crosses inside the box have been spot on. Look at that delivery from Win. Tun couldn't keep that on target. You ask yourself, how many more chances of this are they gonna get? Another chance this time around, hits the woodwork again. For the chance that they've been creating, unlucky up on top for Myanmar. And luck also has been on the side of Timor-Leste. Kinmomotun with that chance. Another golden chance for Myanmar. Goes begging. And Timor-Leste still very much in this game. San Tao Tao. Win again. Ball bounce inside. But Sonia able to get those second balls to clear that one out. Restart from the back. Piu Pui. Quicker now in transition to get that ball on the attacking end again. Cross inside the box. Second ball. And Goret gets her hands to it. Another save from the goalkeeper. A chance from Win goes begging. Chui Yitun on that left. Beats her opponent. A cross inside, just at the edge of the box. Another one, but Goret save hands. Ai making in those runs from the back, helping out on their attack on that right-hand side. Chance after chance again for the side of Myanmar. And again, quickly able to win back possession. Two players inside. Swing it to Tun. Chui Yitun. Winteng Itun. Just couldn't get through the swarm of Timor-Leste players. Myanmar relentless to win the ball back. Win to Tao Tao. Strong defensive work from Timor-Leste. Well timed, and now a chance in transition. Blocked by Mint. Kin Mo-tun down the middle, looking for a run. Shui Yi-tun! Can she get the opener? Another block. Just by the box, another save from Goret. An absolute fantastic work from the goalkeeper, putting her body on the line time and time after again, getting in those saves, making it that much harder for Myanmar to find the opening goal. She has been tested time and time again. Look at those chances in. Shui Yi-tun. Myanmar comes out. Timor-Leste goalkeeper coming out big. A double save. And quick to get back up to get her full hands on the ball before the foul was called. But look at that from Goret. Credit where credit is due. A double save to pick it back up. She had her hands to it. Winteng Yi-tun gets a touch of the hands of Goret. Brave goalkeeping from Goret da Costa. Fantastic work from the goalkeeper. Plays for Buiber FC in the Liga Football Anadora, Timor-Leste Women's Football League. Myanmar still trying to find ways to break this deadlock. Enjoying the possession, be able to create those chances. Win-win. Defensive work in place. Dalia and Brigida holding the fort for Timor-Leste. Nient. Godeliva. Myanmar quicker now on the transitions. But as they miss chance and chance again, it allows for Timor-Leste to build in confidence coming into this game. Goret again. Safe hands to it. She's been spectacular for the side of Timor-Leste to keep this game 0-0 at the 40th minute. Great switch from Win. Too much touches from Ai, but throw in still in favor for Myanmar. Win now, the Maestro in the back, swinging the ball from left to right. Great turn from Shui Yi-tun. Still continues the attack on the left flank. Cross inside. Timor-Leste gets there first. Pupue had that in control. Tunyen. It's been a quiet day for the goalkeeper of Myanmar as compared to Goret of Timor-Leste. 13 attempts for Myanmar, 4 on target. 3 big saves for Goret. And despite the statistics, despite the possession and the chances on target, game is still 0-0. Still everything to play for. 3 points on the line. Shui Yitun. Got a cross directly at Idalia. It's going to be a throw-in. San Tao Tao now playing on the left-hand side. A cross inside the opening goal. Win Tangi Tun, the captain, breaks the deadlock, gets the goal, and puts Myanmar up 1-0. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that. Quick work and applause from their coach, Tetsuro Uki. The captain leading the attack. It was a great cross from San Tao Tao directly at Win Tangi Tun. The switch from San Tao Tao from the right-hand side to the left. She gets the cross inside and connects with the captain. Great delivery and a better finish from Win Tangi Tun. 1-0 in favor of Myanmar. Exactly as a good position for Myanmar to come in right before halftime with the lead. And you could feel with the number of chances that Myanmar have had, we're eventually going to break that deadlock. Cross from that right-hand side, but this time safely in the hands of Goret. But those in-game adjustments just opened up the game for the side of Myanmar. San Tao Tao, who was playing on that right-hand side, swinging on to that left. There will be 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes for Myanmar to maintain their lead and have that lead coming into the half. Finding in those triangles in the middle of the park, Win Tangi Tun tries to switch it. Kin Momo Tun. Ai continues her run. Low and hard cross, but only as so far as Idalia. Again, Myanmar winning back possession. Wide to Shui Yitun. Cross to the far edge. But Win Tangi Tun could not get to it. And the captain had to work extra hard for that goal. She came close earlier in the game as well, hitting the woodwork. Second time does not miss. And the foul on May Tot Mien. And instructions on the side for the side of Myanmar. Their coach, Tetsuro Uki, as well as their team manager, famous player from Myanmar Silver Era, Uki Lwin, one of the men's national team legend. Both of them taking on that hold for the side of Myanmar. The win today could put them on top of the standings. And the halftime score is 1-0 in favor of Myanmar. Timor-Leste held their own for 44 minutes in the first half, but eventually Myanmar's wave and wave of attack eventually finding the back of the net right before halftime. But Timor-Leste very much in this matchup. And at half, Timor-Leste 0, Myanmar 1.
Substitution for Myanmar. Player number 19, Swanjit replaced by player number 11, Yupa Kim. Player number 2, Ning Queen A, replaced by player number 14, Lin Nano. Đội tuyển nữ quốc gia Myanmar có sự thay đổi người. Cầu thủ mang áo số 19, Swanjit rời sân. Cầu thủ số 11, Yupa Kim vào sân. Cầu thủ số 2, Ning Queen A rời sân. Cầu thủ số 11, Lin Nano vào sân.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to second half action here at the ASEAN Women's MSIG Serenity Cup 2025, the event, of course, that showcases the best in ASEAN women's football. Second half action about to start between Myanmar and Timor-Leste. Right before the half, Myanmar get that crucial lead, a goal care of their captain, Wintangi Tun. So it's 1-0 Myanmar against Timor-Leste. They've made 2 halftime substitutions. Shui Yitun's day is done, and in her place is Yu Per Kin. And Hin Point A's day is done, and in her place is Lin Le U. Two of the players who were struggling in that first half have now been replaced. And let's see what the substitutes can do. San Tao Tao. And confirmation of the 2 substitutions for the side of Myanmar. They had a slow start in the first half. Chance after chance went begging, eventually finding their momentum, but can they carry it on to the second half? And a cross inside the box, over the players inside. Lin Le U gets the better for defender, sends a cross inside. Ball will fall in favor of Timor-Leste. And the goal was scored by Myanmar on the 44th minute, so right before halftime, putting in them a comfortable lead, coming back to that second half. For Timor-Leste, it's time for them to dig deep. 43 minutes in the first half, they were able to hold Myanmar. Godet was fantastic in that first half. Came up with really big saves. Now the substitute Kin attacking on that left-hand flank. Able to connect. Cleared out of danger by Timor-Leste. Lin Le U. Kin with a cross inside. Flick from Wintangi Tun. Nowhere near the goal. Pass is not sharp enough for the side of Timor-Leste. Ball will fall back to Myanmar as they rotate from the back. Mien to Kin. Time and space on the left. Wins a foul in a dangerous area. The substitute has been lively since she's been introduced. She's speedy on that left. She beat her opponent. Maria just giving out that foul at the edge. Just outside the box. As we all know, Myanmar are good with their set piece deliveries. And they double up that lead. Winteng Itun, the captain and the goal scorer, to start this attack. Directly at the wall. Win. Miscommunication after one another for Myanmar inside the attacking box. San Tao Tao on the right flank. Then swinging it to the left. 1-2 between Kin and Tun. But dealt with by Brigida and Idalia. With the help as well of Maria. Kin Momo Tun, 37 appearances and 5 goals to her name. And Myanmar getting a lot of those crosses inside the box, finding the players inside. Only 1 goal to show for. Testament as well to the defensive effort and work of Timor-Leste, most especially the center backs, as well as the goalkeeper Goret, who had to come out big numerous times. San Tao Tao, a swarm of Timor-Leste defenders on her. And that was a touch from Lin Lei U. Substitute coming on at halftime for Hin Puint Ai on that right back position. Ball now with Myint. Just a touch too heavy there. Dolores. One back by Pui for a while. The throw-in will fall for Timor-Leste. Time and time again, Myanmar quick in winning back possession. It's a great touch from Tun to open up Win. Kin takes a shot. Second ball, double block from Goret. She's been absolutely phenomenal for Timor-Leste. Cut back pass. But well read by Godeliva. Tun. Ooh, continues her run down the right side. Great defensive work from Idalia. Taking on Lin Lei U on that 1v1. Standing her ground. And it's a goal kick now for the side of Timor-Leste. That was the first shot. The ball fell perfectly the second time around. It was a shot from Yunpe Kin. Fell greatly right in front of Winteng Itun. But Goret was there, stood strong. She could have done better on that first chance. But eventually, she gets that double save. Another chance again for Myanmar to capitalize. The captain, Winteng Itun, the only player who plays abroad for the side of Myanmar. She plays for Sabah FC. The Malaysian Women's League. Tun. That just goes over. But Win Tengi Tun has been a fantastic captain for the side of Myanmar. 84 appearances, 85 including today, 78 goals, just adding up her tally. And just the quality that she brings for the side of Myanmar. She scored that second goal against Australia. Tun takes a shot, finds the back of the net. Absolute phenomenal work from Win Tengi Tun. The captain wiggling herself to find some space and blasts that at the top right corner. Look at that work from Win Tengi Tun, finding herself some space and blasting that at the top right corner. Just one look up, takes a shot, top right finish. Fantastic work from the captain to double up that lead, gets herself a brace in this matchup. The captain leading the charge for Myanmar. Corner opportunity for Myanmar. Pew Pew Win with the delivery. Cleared away out of danger. But lurking again on the chance. Another cross inside. Maria got ahead to it first. Kin keeps it in play. But great recovery run from Maria to stop the attack of Myanmar. Another corner for the side of Myanmar. Pew Pew Win. Another cross inside the box. Finds ahead of Win Tengi Tun. Could have been that hat-trick opportunity. But couldn't keep the ball on target. Defensive work of Timor-Leste. Have the work cut out for them. Allowing Win Tengi Tun to get ahead to that first. Safety first, says Timor-Leste defender Idalia. Sends that one out just to the side. And a throw in again for Myanmar. If you're just joining us, Myanmar are up 2-0 against Timor-Leste. Myanmar, of course, are chasing back-to-back wins, while Timor-Leste are very hungry and hunting for their first points. So far, the game has gone to the side of Myanmar, who have been pouncing on the attack time and time again. Tengi Tun getting a brace for the side of Myanmar. She is one of the standout players for their side. She's an all-time top scorer in the Myanmar National League, who now currently plays for Sabah FC, the Malaysian National Women's League. Adding up the tally to her name. 79 goals so far for her country and 85 appearances. And it's no wonder that she's wearing the captain's armband for the side of Myanmar. Her contribution to this team, to her country, and she's not done yet. Pin scores just as so far as Brigida. Again, this is the ASEAN Women's MSIG Serenity Cup 2025. This tournament, of course, is a testament to the growth of ASEAN women's football. It has grown leaps and bounds, now having a title sponsor. There's been a lot of increased professionalization, greater participation. Feel it that rising content and fan engagement with the growth of women's football all around the world. It's good to see ASEAN women's football followed with that trend. You have to love it with all the socials. You could easily see updates, match updates, photos of these players, real-time highlights. Win with a cross inside, but Maria is not allowing that to go any further. This is the 13th edition of the tournament. And as we said, it's grown leaps and bounds for the support, quality, and the production of this tournament. Winteng Itun wins the penalty inside the box. When you have a player so technically gifted with the likes of Winteng Itun, can keep the ball so close to her feet, she can attract those fouls in dangerous areas. And this time around, she attracts a foul inside the penalty box. Tun finds the back of the net. A hat-trick for Winteng Itun. Absolute fantastic work from the captain. She wins the foul, gets the penalty, gets the hat-trick. Great work from Winteng Itun and from Myanmar. Keeps the ball close to her, wins the foul. And the PK bottom left corner. Cool, calm, collected work from Winteng Itun to get the hat trick and tally up that lead for the side of Myanmar. Standout performance, stellar performance so far from the captain. As I said, you gotta love this tournament, just giving those players their moment to shine, to give them their flowers. To be seen on that world stage and to prove what they are capable of. Winteng Itun tries to connect with the player inside. swarm of Timor-Leste players on her back. And a win today for Myanmar could put them on top of the table after the first match day. Myanmar won 2-1 against Australia, while the Philippines won 7-0 against Timor-Leste. Myanmar continue with their run. They get the back-to-back wins and 6 points in total. Could help solidify their run for another return in the semifinals. 12 out of 12 appearances for Myanmar. They have always made it to the semifinals. Can they continue on that spectacular feat? San Tao Tao. Block from Tasia. Of course, later today after this matchup, it's going to be Australia up against the defending champions, the Philippines. They play it short, back to win. Cross inside the box. Still anyone's ball. Wintengitun putting on the pressure. Not enough power on the shot. But ball sails again in favor of Myanmar. Slowly opening the floodgates. Had a hard time in that first half, only getting the first goal at the 44th minute. Cross inside. Defensive work from Tasia and the rest of Timor-Leste. Looking for a teammate to connect with. Brigida. Dolores, rather. Defense of Myanmar alert to the danger. And despite the pressure being put on by Timor-Leste, are able to keep possession. Myanmar 75% possession, Timor-Leste 25%. Corner tally adding up as well.
Substitution for Myanmar. Player number 7, Win Tae-Tun, replaced by player number 21, Jun Walian.
And applause all around for Win Tae-Tun. A hat-trick in this matchup. Banger goals, top right corner finish, winning a penalty inside, and a header in that first half. That standout performance before giving way for Yun Wadi Lang. And as we know, after 2 days, Myanmar will go again. So game management is truly important for this tournament. Allowing the team time to recover, most especially your star players like Win Tae-Tun. Definitely led her team 3-0 against Timor-Leste.
Substitution for Timor-Leste. Player number 8, Sonia Gomez-Amaro, replaced by player number 13, Gracie.
Substitution for the side of Timor-Leste. Sonia Amoral day is done, and in her place is Grace Sim. During that first half, Sonia played a dynamic role in that midfield. She was able to intercept a lot of the passes, And she proved an important role for the side of Timor-Leste. But in the second half, just couldn't continue on that momentum that they had from the first defensively. And now the side of coach Simon Correa injecting his team with substitutes, game changers hopefully for the side of Timor-Leste to help change their fate in this matchup. On the side of Timor-Leste, they are a young footballing nation. They've only been in 4 appearances so far for this tournament. They've never been out of the group stage back in 2016, 2018, 2019, and 2022. Their first international game, interestingly enough, ever recorded was only in 2016, and that was also against Myanmar, wherein they lost 17-0. So if you look at the growth through the years, they're also growing leaps and bounds through their own accord. Kin down the left, cut back pass, looking for a teammate. San Tao Tao opts to take that direct, but just directly at Goret. They go again from that left-hand side. Kin. Finds a substitute, Leng. Cross inside, a touch from Goret, still in play. Ball goes out and the foul was called inside the box in favor of Timor-Leste. And you have Maria Consecao, slow to get back up. Look at that important touch from Goret. Just to stop that ball to come in the way of San Tao Tao. And a nudge from Yun Per Kin to the back of Maria. Piu Piu Win plays for Ayaya Wadi, 21-year-old midfielder for the side of Myanmar. Swing it to Leng, looking for a teammate, but stopped by Timor-Leste. Pui, back to U, to Leng, down that right-hand side. Just not enough support. Again, Myanmar quick on transition. San Tao Tao just runs out of space there. And a very busy day for Goret da Costa. She'd had to come out big on numerous occasions. Myanmar had a slow start. Took them 44 minutes to break the deadlock, but eventually found their momentum. Scored a goal at the 44th minute, Win Tengitun. And started the second half exactly where they left off. Kin. Cross inside to Tao. Couldn't open up her body in frame of the goal. Kin with it pass, but Tao just facing towards that left-hand side. Couldn't open up her body just enough to reach the target. It was a great pass from Yoon Per Kin, who's been fantastic since her introduction at the second half. And Zunyaya U swings that on the back to Lin Lei U, taking on her man. Able to connect to the substitutes down the right-hand side. A touch too heavy. Let's goal kick for Timor-Leste. And if Myanmar continue on this run, they will get the back-to-back wins and catapult them on top of the standings for Group B. And will put on the pressure on the Philippines and Australia. Kin taking on a player. But Maria stands her ground. Kin again, going to be against two players. Gets away from both. Sends that inside to San Tao Tao. But the header off target. Win Teng Yitun scored a hat-trick before bowing out. And the substitute in her place, Yoon Wadi Lang.
Substitution for Myanmar. Player number 8, Sang For Fong, replaced by player number 13, Wei Tek Lu.
And San Tao Tao, who gave the assist for the first goal of Win Teng Yitun. Her day is done, and in her place, it's going to be Mei Tet Lu. Mei Tet Lu, one of the young players for the side of Myanmar. Only 22 years of age, 7 appearances so far, and already 6 goals to her name. So having this 3-0 advantage also allows Myanmar to make more substitutions, to let the younger players get more playing time. Chance from distance. Header just going out from the other substitute, Yoon Wadi Lang. As I said, when you get those goals in rolling, when you have that advantage, you can manage the game, the playing minutes for your players. You can allow the young players to get match fitness in, so they don't come out rusty when you need them, most especially later on in the tournament. Kin Momotun. Win. Able to swing that around to that right-hand side. Lang. Cross inside. Correct. Gets her hands to it first, and Mei Tet Lu with the foul on the goalkeeper, Goret. She's been such a brave goalkeeper for the side of Timor-Leste. 2 times she's gotten hit in the face. One was for a chance directly at her. She came out big there. was a cross from Leng. But Goret gets there first. She's slow to get back up. And a closer look at Timor-Leste, who have to dig deep here. And Maria Bossa will be warming up. Maria Bossa also came in as a substitute goalkeeper in the first matchup between Timor-Leste and the Philippines. They did lose 7-0 against the Philippines in that opening matchup. But they didn't have ideal preparations either. They had visa issues, players arriving the day before the game and the day of the game. So you like to see the growth for Timor-Leste coming into this second match day. Much more well-rested, much more organized and prepared. Meitet Liu. Kin Momotun just outside the box, wiggles herself some space, a shot on goal, but Goret is there. Sends that one long. In. That was good pressure being put on by Dolores and Jessica up on top. Just to make their presence be felt. The goalkeeper sends that one out. And this is something that they've all applauded for. Kin Marlar Thun makes another appearance. She's one of the veteran players for the side of Myanmar. She's had the most appearances for Myanmar. At the moment, 130 appearances for Kin Marlar Thun. A very well-respected player for Myanmar women's football. Minutes in and it's 3-0 in favor of Myanmar, and they're still on the pounce. Win. That was just a few inches off. So a double substitution for the side of Timor-Leste. Dolores' day is done, and in her place is Letizia. And Vanessa's day is done as well, and in her place is Angela. Attacking changes for the side of Timor-Leste. And that was Kin Marlar Thun, who sends it to U. veteran at the midfield. On the left-hand side, a cross inside. A cut-out pass from Kinmarlartun. Lang continues her run. And for that effort, wins the ball back for Myanmar. If you take a look at Timor-Leste, the growth that they've had in this tournament as well has been fantastic. Cross inside. 7-0 on opening day, but this time around has been able to diffuse a lot of the attacks of Myanmar. They've been organized on numerous occasions on defense, and goalkeeper came out big. Cross inside, headed away by Timor-Leste. The previous edition of this competition back in 2022, Myanmar beat Timor-Leste 7-0. Kinmarlartun was one of the goal scorers from 2022 and is now on the pitch today for her squad. Win, great pass. Keeper was there first and the foul called on Lang. And Goret, the Costa, just has a beating there. She gets to her hands to it too. It was 50-50, but eventually it was Goret who got her hands to that first before receiving the impact coming in from Lang. Goalkeeper from Buiber FC has had a valiant effort all throughout this matchup. A lot has been demanded from her mentally and physically, and every chance she could, she stepped up to the occasion. Goals scored against her, those were unsavable, but everything else within her control, she did come out big. Also, to keep you in the loop for this tournament, the top 5 teams from the 2022 edition automatically qualified for the 2025 edition. While in 2024, there was the introduction of the qualification tournament, wherein the likes of Indonesia, Cambodia, Singapore, Timor-Leste played. And Timor-Leste, of course, making their appearance in this competition. Again, that really is a testament to the growth and leaps and bounds for ASEAN women's football. This tournament, of course, showcasing the best in ASEAN women's football. Now having a title sponsor, the MSIG Serenity Cup 2025. You have to give it to the production as well, and to the sponsors for believing in women's football. And with the success of the Women's World Cup, the trickle-down effects to women's football in ASEAN region is being felt as well through this tournament. So there's been positive momentum, increased professionalization, greater participation, as well as rising content and fan engagement. And you just gotta love that for women's football. They now have a stage where they can shine. Because all these girls train and play all year round. And deserve to prove themselves in tournaments like this. Win with the delivery. And that's going to sail out for a corner in favor of Myanmar. They're already up 3-0. 3 fantastic goals from the captain, Winteng Yitun. Lang with a delivery from that left-hand side. Connects with Win. But just couldn't find the target. 5 minutes of added time for Myanmar to hold the lead, to add up the tally, and put them in the best possible position moving forward to their next game against the Philippines. After this game, of course, it's going to be Philippines against Australia. A nail-biter competition between the two familiar foes. Will surely be gunning to get that win. For a Group A who played yesterday their game day 2 at the Lak Chai Stadium in Haiphong. Thailand and Vietnam continue their dominance in Group A. While with this result from Myanmar puts them at the moment on top of the standings. Ball still kept in play. Kin on that left-hand side. Chance from outside the box. From Maytet Bon Myint, player of the match in their first game against Australia. She scored that opening goal before Winteng Yitun made that 2. And in this matchup, Winteng Yitun scored a hat trick to put Myanmar up 3-0 against Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste, on the other hand, as we said, a very young footballing nation. Compare the results from back in 2022. From 7-0 against Myanmar, and at the moment, if they can keep this 3-0, show some growth for them as well. But Myanmar still on the attack. Cross inside from Lang, a header. That one goes over. As we said, Myanmar able to connect. They've had dangerous crosses. And they're finding the players inside the box. But conversion rate has been low. As compared to their opening day fixture, a few attempts, but they were clinical every time. Maytet Bon Myint. Correct. gets her hands to it. And despite the score line, you have to applaud Goret. She's been so brave for the side of Timor-Leste. The team has been resilient despite wave and wave of attack from Myanmar. On the attack again, across inside the box, headed away. Kinmar Lartun, Tuleng. Swing that one back, and they switch it to the left-hand side. Controlled and possession is kept. Kin on the left, beats her man. And a sliding tackle stops the attack of Myanmar. It's going to be a corner for them. Mient, headed by Maytet Liu. Just a crossface of goal. There you have the full-time whistle. Myanmar get the crucial 3 points, making that back-to-back wins for them. 6 points and that currently sit on top of the table. It was a valiant effort from Timor-Leste as well. They've been resilient at the back, most especially with Goret de Costa and her defensive line, but Myanmar proving to be too strong. It's been quality all around the pitch for Myanmar. They get the 3 goals, they get the 3 points, and put themselves in the best position to advance to the semifinals. At the end of the match, Timor-Leste 0, Myanmar 3.
Just on the nutrition, and there's another one in the back as well.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you feeling at this moment?
My feeling, we winning for a happy, but we result is a little bit sad because we need a more goal. But we try for more goal, but we result is winning. We are very important for 3 points. Thank you.
Do you think Myanmar will beat the Philippines in the final group match?
I don't think so, but we are who and we meet the final. We will play, but we trying for the best for our team. Find the best.
Which team would you like to fight in the semi-final?
I think we play semi-final Thailand and Vietnam. I think so. I want to try maybe Thailand. We want to try. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you evaluate today loss?
Evaluação. Dia how sinti kata how satisfied ho jogo doing ne tambah iha tinang kutuk ami derrota ho Myanmar sela sala iha 2022 ya Filipina ami derrota parece que 7-0. So agora ami bele tahan sira no ami mas iha progreso para futbolnya.
So, well, for today's game, I think I'm very satisfied, and because in 2022 we played against Myanmar, we lost 7-0, and today we played against them too, we lost 3-0, and it's a good progress, and hope we can play.
What is your goal for the last group statement? What is your goal for the last group statement?
Ami say fotive fraqueza doing ne. Ami say hadiah. Ami maine masakarak iha terjetu. No ami mas ia mehi iha me akarak mos lor ami na sangne bayoing no ami mas bawa me akarak hadiah ia ami masakarak hetan 3 pontos a Hasuru Australia.
Yeah, for today match, for the next match, I think we need to evaluate what our weakness so that we can prepare well for the next match against Australia, and we hope to gain 3 points.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And it's Timor-Leste against Myanmar. Myanmar with that cut-back pass. The chance sailing over from Shu Yi-tun. In Wang Yi-tun finding the pass. Takes a shot direct. The second ball for Shu Yi-tun. The ball sails over again. Tun with the delivery. Second ball fell for Shu Yi-tun. But couldn't keep the ball in target or in frame. Shu Yi-tun on that left-hand side gets a cutback pass. Second ball hits the woodwork before being cleared out of danger. Shu Yi-tun, deflected chance. Falls for win-win. Look at that work from Shu Yi-tun. The deflection falls for win-win before hitting the sidebar. That through ball down that midfield, inside and hitting the post again. That was great work and a great run from Kin Momotun. Shu Yi-tun, what a save from Goret. Another chance from San Tao Tao and a double save. Shui Tun with a chance, but Corette comes out big. Ball falls for San Tao Tao. Corette gets up as quickly as she could and tries to get her hands on the ball. Quick movements from the goalkeeper. Across inside, and that's the opening goal for Win Tengi Tun. San Tao Tao with a fantastic cross inside the box. A well-placed header. Quality work from that left-hand side to find Win Tengi Tun. A turn from Win Tengi Tun, and what a shot. Top right corner finish. Gets away from her defender, just gets herself a little space and bangs it out at the top right corner. The captain getting a brace in this matchup. It curls perfectly. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that. An applause from Coach Tetsuro Uki. Win Tengi Tun again. A penalty on that left-hand corner. Bottom left finish. Calm, cool, collected. Win Tengi Tun, a hat trick in this matchup.